A horrifying video of a principal mercilessly thrashing engineering college students in Bengaluru has emerged. Tired of the abuse and daily beatings, the students outed this video. The students decided to film the principal's monstrosity on their mobile phones. This video, filmed on Monday, shows SEA College of Engineering and Technology principal Padma Raju beating a student with a ruler for not bringing his notes. He continues to thrash the student on his arm and leg even as the student withers in pain. The violent beating, caning and abuse have been a part of the students' lives for 13 years, ever since the principal Padma Raju took charge. Students claim that they have been caned and at times even hit with iron rods. They say they are fearful of approaching the police since the college, which is part of SEA Education Trust, is run by an MLA.
We have observed this information from the TV display. I asked my Deputy Commissioner to verify this issue from that particular college. So far, there is no complaint has come forward. Therefore, we didn't register any case in the police station. As soon as we receive the complaint from the victim, that is student, the case will be taken up against the principal of the particular college and the investigation will follow.
I want to cut across to my colleague Pratibha. She is with the students who outed their principal with that video, sick of the corporal punishment meted out to them. Pratibha, what kind of reactions are you getting in from the students, and why is it that they leaked this particular video piece, and what reactions have they got?
It's not just a recent attitude that this principal has exhibited. So mainly this has been a torture that the students have been experiencing for nearly about 13 years. Number one, their certificates have all, the original certificates are with the college. And number two, the fact that this college is run by an ex-MLA has caused some amount of worry in terms of these students not knowing what their future will hold for them. And that is why they've kept quiet. But then there is a point, there is a break-even point, and on Monday is when the students wanted to say enough is enough, and that is when one of the students grabbed the mobile phone and started recording this video footage. And all these students had plotted in some sort of manner so that this video footage could be given to the media so that justice can be sought, because even now the students really fear to step into a police station worried about their future.
You know, Pratibha, do stay with me, because we are also joined by one of the students who was in that class. We are protecting the identity of the student because that is how he would want it. Understandably, there is enough pressure as this college is owned by a former politician as well. The question I ask you is, can you just take us through the last couple of months or the time that you have spent in this particular college? What have you witnessed, and what made you and the other students there make that clip and say that enough is enough, we just want this man outed, he has tortured us enough? Once again, if the student can hear us at this point of time, this question is for you.
Okay.
The question I ask you is, what made you make that video clip, you and your friends? Understandably, there's a lot of pressure, and the kind of behavior that we are seeing is completely uncalled for. And what are you expecting now?
We are expecting now is we don't need a principal like this who are not qualified like a principal. You can see the video that how the students have been tortured by him. Every day and every single day, each and single day we have facing this problem from past 13 years. Not even a student has complained because of their future. Seeing their future, have they not complained.
I completely understand. Will you just take us through your experience and your friend's experience that made you make this video so that the world could know what was going on inside this college? Can you just take us through your experience?
Yeah, his principal is like a abnormal patient, I think so. For every silly reason of his tension, we have been harmed. We have been hurt from him. He did not bring the books, did not wear shoes, did not iron the uniforms. We have been hurt by him. He needs just a silly reason, that's it.
So you're saying it could be anything. It could be wrong shoes. It could be anything. He just needed an excuse to hit you.
Yeah, absolutely. He needs just a silly reason to hit us.
You know, you're saying that this kind of behavior by this man has been continuing for the last 13 years. Have there been complaints against him? Is there maybe a panel that you can complain to in the engineering college?
No, because the management and the principal are very close, and if you are given a complaint to the management about the principal, they'll not take action on him. Because they are very close, they'll take action on us. Because of thinking their future, no one has been complained.
So you're saying till now there have been no complaints, and if there have been complaints, they have been quelled because the principal is very thick with the management.
Yeah. It's been very close, and we have been very harmed. We have been very hurted. Even most of the students have been bleeded, was hurt.
Right. It's fairly brave that you've come out there. We are protecting your identity. We completely understand why you want that so. But are there other students as well with you who feel the same? Because let me give you, the other point of view at this point of time is that many people are saying that maybe this could be one-off incident. Will there be other people who'd be able to corroborate what you're saying?
Yeah. Every people in the ITA training students will support this, because each and every students know about him, and they'll give us big support for us to let him go out of the college.
Stay with me. We are going to bring in Pratibha, because we understand that you're saying that till now, over past 13 years, nobody's had the guts to go and complain because they think that they will be stigmatized and their careers are right in front of them. On the other hand, my colleague Pratibha Raman has been trying to get reactions from the management on the basis of that video that has been released by these young students who have outed their principal, who, once again, we just want to play those visuals where he's thrashing the students, and the students allege it would happen at the drop of a hat. Smallest reasons were needed for him to just pick up the cane or even physically assault the students. Pratibha, what kind of reactions are you picking up from the management? Have you been able to speak to them, ask them if they're going to take any action?
Well, the management so far has been quite tight-lipped, but then sources do tell us that the management seems to be defending the actions of the principal, stating that he is a good man and that this has been a conspiracy that has been played out by the students, and that has been the stand that has been maintained by the management. But as yet, they haven't come forward to speak to the media. But this atrocity has been happening for 13 years is what the students claim, and they also suggest that there needs to be some action that needs to be taken immediately. But though they fear that their future will be jeopardized if they go forward and complain with the police.
All right, Pratibha, now I want to go back to the student who's with us. The management, like you pointed out, is now saying that this man is a good man. It's a one-off incident and it doesn't quite happen, and it's all a conspiracy by a select few in the engineering college. Now, what will be your next step? Are you looking at approaching the police, because this is one of the worst case of corporal punishment that has come to light? Are you looking at maybe staging a protest? What are the options in front of you that you are willing to exercise?
I'm willing to exercise because we are not going to police. Actually the college is running by the politicians. If you go to the police station and if you give a complaint, they'll not take action on him, they'll take action on us. That's why we are not given the police complaint. That's why I came to media and I shoot the video, and I've been displaced in this TV channels, news.
The next logical step for you would be to follow the law, and then, the media can only do that much. So we bought out your story. We are willing, to say, to take your voice out there, but you have to follow the law. So now the next logical step would be to approach the police and then see if action is taken at all or not.
My next approach is if the management not taken action on him, my next step is willing to go to the police station and give a complaint.
All right.
If after going to the police station and they have not taken the action, I even go to the Human Rights Commission. I'll not step backward, I'll step forward for what all the people, for what all the students have to do, I'll do that.
Would you also tell me how much support do you have of students? How many students are willing to back you in what you are saying, so that at least it comes across as it's not a one-off complaint by one disgruntled student?
Yeah, in ITA Industrial Training Center, we have students of 120 students we have, and all the students have been support for me.
Are they willing to come out?
All the students will come back up.
Are they willing to
Sorry?
come out and say it for what it is?
Yeah, they will come out, then they'll support for me. They'll support for us. All the students will come.
All right, and we can assure you at our end that my colleague Pratibha has been tracking the story very closely. This video, ever since that has been made public, she's been asking for reactions because the video doesn't quite lie. So even if the management believes that this man is a good man, then, and this is a one-off incident, even a one-off incident like this is completely unacceptable. We'll play that video once again for our viewers where we can see the principal of this engineering college cane the students, use physical abuse, and it seems corroborated by the students that he only needed an excuse to hit them. Well, there you can see him cane that particular student, and we have one of the students with us who made that video and outed this principal, stating that this man just needed an excuse. So no matter what the management is saying, that this man is a good man and it's a one-off incident, even this one-off incident should not be passed. I want to go back to the student now and what he and his friends plan to do from here on. Once again, it's fairly brave of you to come out because understandably there's enough pressure on you and your friends there. Now, like you said that you would be approaching the police, the management till now is backing the principal. There is pressure in terms of this particular news report as well, but as a student, you and your friends, what is your next step? When are you approaching the police? Because to take it to a logical conclusion, you will have to follow the course of law.
Yeah, my next step is going to the police. That's what do you say? According to the law, I'll do whatever I want for our students.
All right, we wish you well, and we will continue to back you on this story. My colleague Pratibha Raman still trying to get reactions from the management.